Hello, welcome back to the channel for another coin hunt. Today we have £1,000 of £2 coins to have a hunt through. Locally cashed in coins today. This bag was sealed on the 14th of October and this one on the 18th of October 2023. Let's open them up and see what we can find. And while those bags are being opened up, let's just have a quick look at the book to see which designs we're still after. On page 1, England and Northern Ireland Commonwealth Games, Northern Ireland being the rarest £2 coin in circulation. And after that, we have everything up to and including the Great Fire of London. And here's our first find of the day. I think we're in bag 12, so it's been a fairly ominous start to the hunt. That one is the gunpowder plot. So that's not a keeper, unfortunately, but it is a find. And here we have a Charles Dickens. Hoping that might be a Rio handover, but Charles Dickens is a very common one. It looks like we're starting to get a few finds. I hope that this isn't going to be a bag full of very common commemoratives, because that would be even more ominous. We have a Trevithick, again, a very common one. And the second Trevithick of the day. I can see some more commemoratives here. Yeah, this is not looking good. Trevithick number 3, World War I Army Centenary, very common indeed. Just check for a rotation error and check the edge inscription is for King and Country, so that's all well and good. Another Charles Dickens, another Charles Dickens, another Charles Dickens, and we finish this bag off with 2050. Now this is something. It's a Britannia. That is a really good find. Only 650,000 of those were minted, and that is in really good condition. Normally they're pretty grubby. That is fantastic. So I have to take back everything I said. Looks like the commemoratives are beginning to trickle through. There's another one in this bag. And there it is. We have an active union. Very common indeed, but again known to have this rotation error. Not this time though. Yeah, a few more commemoratives. So we have another Charles Dickens. We have a Charles Darwin. That's a low tier keeper. That's my favourite design. Very nice. You can see some commemoratives in here, or at least one commemorative anyway. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of commemoratives in here. Let's see what we've got. We have a Shakespeare's Tragedies. So this one is one of a 3 coin set. This one is the most interesting to me because it is known to have an edge inscription error. What a piece of work as a man is the correct edge inscription for that one. Because I do check all the coins for errors at the end. It's just that some of them are sort of known to have particular errors, so I try and check them on the screen if I can remember. Oh wow, fantastic. Beijing handover. So this is the last one that we found that went in the book. Very, very rare indeed. Under 1 million of them circulating. An absolute star find for sure. By far and away, well, for me, the best find of the hunt so far. Better than the Britannia. An absolute peach. Followed by another Darwin, very pleased to see that. We have a Florence Nightingale, that one is very common. Oh, I've just lost a light, bear with me. Okay, that's better. Florence Nightingale. I wish I'd done an edge hunt on this in retrospect. £2, this one's going to be something. Jodie Clark portrait. It's a Shakespeare comedy, so that's the rarest of the 3 Shakespeare coins. It's not a keeper though, I don't hold on to them. Let's move Florence over a bit and make room for that one. In fact, I'm going to move Florence to there, just leave a little room for Shakespeare's Histories if we happen to find it. That one is Marconi's wireless transmission. We do have a Shakespeare's Histories coming up. Brunel portrait, very common, just check the edge inscription. Is in Bard Kingdom Brunel is correct. There is the Shakespeare's History, so we've completed the Shakespeare set, which is very nice. Oh wow. And we've got a Great Fire of London here, which is another absolutely lovely find. Look at the design on that. It's an absolute peach. The same person that did the Sir Isaac Newton 50p. Aaron West, I think his name is. Very, very cool. Absolutely delighted with that one. So we're really putting together some fantastic finds on the Keeper's Row. That's Trinity House. That is normally a low tier keeper. Probably won't be holding on to that one if I'm honest, but I'll put it down there for now. Another Brunel's portrait. Let's just check the edge inscription. Is in Bard Kingdom Brunel Engineer is correct. Oh, something's gone wrong in this bag. Something looks a little bit smaller than a £2 coin there. Oh, okay, there's two of them. 2, 4, 6. Oh, only two. Just going to check how much money was in this bag. So that's two £1 there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Oh, that's correct. Okay. Okay, so we've got a couple of £1 coins. Shouldn't be in there, but I don't mind too much, provided that still adds up to the correct amount. And I think I saw a commemorative in here. I could have been wrong. There we go. There's VE Day. That's the most common £2 commemorative coin that you can find. Some more commemoratives in here. Of course, Britannia is not a commemorative, but still a desirable one to find. So we have Act of Union, no rotation error. We have a Britannia, quite nice condition that one. So again, 2015 is the lowest minted year. 2016 is also a keeper. That's a 2016. So we've got both the Britannia years now. There are supposedly 2021 Britannias coming out into circulation, but when we'll see them, I don't know. Okay, here we have another World War I Army centenary. No rotation error on that one, and no edge inscription error, so that's all fine. Where does he live? That's only the second one of that one that we've found. Robert Burns, that's a low tier keeper. Very cool. Running out of room in my keeper's row here. And a 2016. It's another Britannia. Wonderful. We have another Marconi. We have, I see this one at the bottom, that's an DNA double helix. It's not a keeper. Fantastic, we have a book find. Now the only question is that Northern Ireland or is it England? We're going to have a zoom in and a very careful look. It kind of looks like there's a little bump in the middle. I can't make up my mind about that. Is that in England or is that in Northern Ireland? I think that's in Northern Ireland. So that is the rare. If I'm right, I'm going to have to double check that very, very carefully. But I think that's in Northern Ireland. And if it is, that is the rarest of the £2 coins. How close can I get this without it going out of focus? I think that's still okay. What do we make of that? I'm pretty sure that's in Northern Ireland. Absolutely brilliant. Well, I mean, I'll double check it afterwards. I mean, either way, England and Northern Ireland, it's a book find. Northern Ireland is the more desirable of the two, of course. I'll double check that. There's something going on in the middle. I'm pretty sure that's Northern Ireland. All right, I will double check that very carefully afterwards. What's this last one going to be? It is a gunpowder plot. Very cool. It's the second one of the day. And that does not deserve there. That absolutely goes onto the keeper's row. Right, let's put it down there. What an absolutely bizarre hunt. Normally when you get... Oh, well, there's a fake. A really poor one as well. Look at that. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Normally when you get lots and lots of bust bags and then commemoratives all clumped together, it indicates that it's sort of pre-hunted. But, I mean, the fussiest of coin hunters wouldn't throw back 2015 Britannia's Beijing handover, Great Fire of London, and a Commonwealth Games. There's just no way. Another Charles Dickens. Another Brunel's portrait. Goodness me, we found a few of them today. Check the edge inscription. You can see the word engineer there, so that one is correct. I'm going to finish that bag off with another Charles Dickens, a huge stack of those today. I've got a few more commemoratives. The light's gone again. That's the second time that's done that. I don't know why that's happening. Okay, we have a Rugby World Cup. That was the first bimetallic commemorative £2 coin. Quickly followed by yet another Brunel's portrait. Again, I can see the word engineer, so that's got the correct edge inscription. Another World War I army. No rotation error and no edge inscription error. Another Charles Dickens, of course. Another gunpowder plot. A few of those today as well. That's the third one. Here we have Lord Kitchener commemorating the outbreak of World War I. This one has a mule error. Turn it over and have a look at this side. Make sure that it says £2 at the bottom, which it does. So that one's very common. And here we have a golden guinea. That's nice. That's a low tier keeper. We have another Brunel's portrait. And that's got the correct edge inscription as well. And we're going to finish this bag off with World War I Navy, 650,000. Super rare. Absolutely outstanding find. We have had our luck finding this one on the channel, I have to say. But that is very welcome indeed, to go along with all the other absolutely cracking finds we've had this hunt. That one's in particularly good condition as well. Trinity House, that one is in much better condition than the other one. That's the low tier keeper. We'll start this bag off with another Florence Nightingale. Such a lovely design, but unfortunately it is a very common one. We have seen a Florence Nightingale today. Yeah, there we go. Another gunpowder plot. That's the third or fourth one today. another one here, Jodie Clark portrait, £2. It's another World War One Navy. Is there just a smidge of a flag error on that one? Let's just have a zoom in and a careful look at that. Yeah, we've just got the start of a flag error here, just this extra bit of cud at the top. Let me pick up the other one and see them side by side. Here we go. This is the other one. Clearly see there's no that extra bit of cud on the one on the left there. Very cool indeed. 2 navies in one hunt. And the last 2 from this bag. Normal Technologies. Another Florence Nightingale. Oh, and here we have another Active Union. Very grubby. This bag, sort of, the coins feel a bit sticky. Definitely really giving my hands a wash after I've hunted through these. This is going to be another find. 2015. It's a Magna Carta. Absolute cracker. Another brilliant find. Wow. It's another Britannia. Of course, Britannia is not a commemorative, it's a definitive. It took over from Technology in 2015. This is a 2016 Britannia. Okay, and we've got another one here. This is going to be a World War I Army. There's no rotation error, and there is no edge inscription error on that one. Got some more commemoratives here. Surprising, that's the first abolition of the slave trade that we've seen today, and it's very common. Just keep an eye out for the initials DG next to the 7. That would be a non-circulating version. And another Florence Nightingale. Get it the right way up, there we go. Another Shakespeare's Tragedies. Let's check the edge inscription. What a piece of work as a man is the correct edge inscription on that one. Another Gunpowder Plot. Another Abolition of the Slave Trade. Another Trevithick. Got some more here as well. Got another Shakespeare's Histories. It's only the second one we've seen of that today. Brunel's Achievements. We haven't seen that one today. That's the sister coin to all the portraits that we've been finding. We have a Trinity House. It's another low tier keeper. It's the third one of that we've found, and we're going to finish the bag with a Technology. Another Shakespeare coming up here. The Shakespeare comedies, I should say. And this one's the last bag of the hunt. Okay, I'm going to double check all the coins now and make sure I didn't miss anything the first time round. I'm going to have a very careful look at that Commonwealth Games, and I'll come back in a few seconds with what I find. Okay, I finished checking all the coins and I did find a couple of Technologies with errors on. Before we get to those, here is the Hall of Shame where I keep all of the fake £2 coins that I find on the channel. This is the latest one here from this hunt with all of its friends. And now on to the Technology errors. Let's have a zoom in and have a closer look at these two here. So first of all, we have this one here from 2009. And if I carefully turn it over like this, the Queen is facing slightly down, so she should be this way. I think technically she's always the right way, it's the reverse that's wrong. But there is definitely a slight rotation on that one. 2009, you don't normally see rotation errors. 2015 is normally the year. So I'll be holding on to that one, even though it isn't a huge rotation error. It's definitely there. Yeah, it's definitely there. She's about 45 degrees, I would say. So very cool indeed. And then this other one here, this is from 2010. And 2010 is the year to keep an eye out for these double die obverse errors. So turn this around, look at the obverse. You can clearly see, let me just try and get this in focus. The writing on the outside there is all doubled. Very, very clearly on the Elizabeth and on the DEF. And I think on the IRB there, just below the Queen's neck. So that's very, very cool indeed. We've been fortunate enough to find a few of these on the channel. So that's another outstanding find. And then looking back at the hunt itself, these are the best finds. I mean, it's been just an absolutely incredible hunt. By my reckoning, actually, let me just zoom out just so we can take in just how many finds there were. It's not just the quality of the finds, but also the quantity. Look at them all. So by my reckoning, on the desk here, we have 61 commemoratives, 4 Britannias. We had the fake, of course. We've got the 2 technology errors, and of course we've got the flag error on the Navy centenary. So factoring in, you know, the rarity of these ones here as well, it's got to be by far and away the best £2 coin hunt we've had on the channel. Let's zoom in and have a closer look at the best finds. So in the low tier keepers section, we have a couple, 3 Trinity houses, the Golden Guinea, Robert Burns, a couple of Darwins, 3 2016 Britannias, and then the star finds on these 2 rows here. Got the Great Fire of London, Magna Carta, 2015 Britannia, which I'm really pleased with. We've got these 2 Navy centenaries, really rare as well, the same mintage figure as the Britannia. This one has the flag error on. We've got the Beijing handover, and then we've got this Commonwealth Games, which I'll talk about in a minute, and then these 2 technology errors, just simply outstanding. And then I've had a very careful look at this one. I'm very, very careful to, before I make a claim on something, to be really careful with sort of scratches on the coin, which might make one flag look like the other, but I'm absolutely certain this is a Northern Ireland. I'm going to have a go at zooming this in as close as I can so you can all see the flag really clearly, and let me know in the comments if you disagree. That's as close as I can go on this camera, and I'll just change the angle slightly, and I think that that's very, very clearly in Northern Ireland. So absolutely fantastic find. It's the rarest £2 commemorative coin in circulation. Absolutely amazing. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the hunt, and I hope that you did, please do hit the thumbs up. I'd love to get to 50 likes for this, for Commonwealth Games Northern Ireland, plus all these other finds. That would be absolutely amazing. Leave a comment, let me know which one your favourite is. Let me know if you think that this is in England, not on Northern Ireland, and I'll see you next time for another coin hunt.